Hey, you're back. Hi.
I am back. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Um,
Yes.
Hello and welcome to another Saturday night of Shadow Whispers in the Night. Tonight we have the fabulous Tracy Linden co-hosting with me tonight. Thank you so much, Tracy.
Yeah,
How are
you're
you doing?
welcome. Yeah, great. Thank you.
Brilliant. Looking forward to tonight's show.
Very so excited for this
Me
one.
too. So we'll be watching we are live on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. I have my TikTok open. If you have any questions, I will call it out from there. Same with YouTube and comments in the side, and we'll get on to it. We have an amazing guest on tonight. I've been so looking forward to this. This is like my Christmas gift. This is a
Definitely.
Christmas gift for myself and for you, Tracy, as well, because I know you
Mhm.
to be
Yeah,
talking.
really excited. Yeah.
We have the amazing Todd Bates on with us tonight. He's an EVP specialist expert. Now, anybody who knows me knows I am slightly obsessed with the audio work. I live and breathe it, live and breathe it.
Mhm.
And, when I have a lot of it, it keeps me out of trouble. And I know that's boring for some people, but give me all the audio work. So I am going to bring Todd in with us tonight now, and he can give you a little bit of information about himself, and then we'll crack on with the show. So I'm going to bring Todd in 3, 2, 1.
Fantastic.
Hey, everybody. Hey,
Uh,
Merry Christmas, you guys. I forgot to say
Merry
that
Thank
in
Christmas.
there. My
you
goodness. Jen, Tracy, so glad to be here. Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate it so much.
very
So
much. So,
looking forward. Absolutely looking forward to this. I'm going to bring the chats up at the side so we can all see the chats.
Hi, chat people.
Let me get rid of. I have something up here. I need to get rid of it.
um,
Don't you love these things? Don't you? No, get rid of that so people can see the messages here. There we are. I think that's it. Don't you love working the computer by
Oh,
yourself?
yeah. I love the live stuff because
Me
it
too.
happens. It happens as it happens. You
exactly.
That's
know, I,
it.
I started out doing podcasting it was like 26 years ago before it was cool.
26.
Right.
And it was, we had to find audio servers overseas, actually. In the UK, we had to connect over there with a place called Pioneer. And it was crazy back then.
Yeah.
But the audio side the audio and and the video are so different
Yes.
because you don't have
Yeah.
to use your imagination anymore. Everybody's just there. Bloop, there they
Yep.
are.
Yep. It's done. It's done for you. It's done for
Correct.
you.
Yeah.
I want to say hi to Miss my darling Chantel from South Africa. I miss you so much, lady. Let's connect, my darling. We have so much to catch up on. Brave the Grave, how are you?
Yeah.
Hope you are well.
Our friend Ricky.
Hi, Ricky. They are. Hi, Ricky, hope you are well, my darling. Jojo, hello, my love. You're here. You made it. You made it. We have Paranormal.
And
Angela.
yes, that's
Hello.
Cole Ned.
That's who? Sorry?
Cole Ned.
That's
He's Cole Ned.
brilliant.
He's another different paranormal. He's a good guy.
That's all our weekly live streams. We have caught a few EVPs. That's
Yeah.
that's our topic tonight is EVPs. EVPs. How common are they? The creme de la creme, the A class, B class, C class. What do you do with them? And I know people say that class A EVPs are ones that everyone can hear exactly what everybody can hear. Does that make sense? We all hear the same thing.
Yeah.
Hear the same thing, or even if not, you hear something and not everyone's going to hear the same thing,
Right.
right? Not everyone's going to hear the same thing.
I do.
I've had one of the best audios I've had with the ITC, and I can understand all of it. I can hear your dog snoring now. It reminds me of my little Hope when she was snoring. My little chihuahua, when she was here now, bless her, she would snore, and I'd be on many shows, same shows, and they say, "Why something's different, Jenny? It's very quiet." And I said, "Oh, I put Hope into another room. You go and get that dog and bring her back in here now."
I will not disturb them.
No, she was very famous. She still is famous, bless her heart, here or not here. But I listened to this audio for about a year, and it was bloody brilliant. And then my daughter's friend came in. She was about 18 years of age. She wanted to hear some audio. I played this piece for her. She got the very end of it, which was the jigsaw puzzle, a year later, and I'm like, Would you like to join my team? We like fresh, young ears. Fresh.
Yes.
She was too young, and but she didn't. But I love people who listen to it. Like even one of the ladies I worked with last week, Amy, and Karen had sent me on a video of the location we were in, and she got something that even myself and Karen did not get. So it's those little things where Harley, stop it. You have those little things where people can hear what you don't, which is fantastic.
Yep.
What we need. It's what we need. So I'd say hi to Voices in the Static from TikTok. And Mel, how are you, my darling? Here, how are you? Right, enough of me waffling. Todd.
Thank you. My goodness.
Here we go.
Away we go. Yeah.
Years of investigation and paranormal and so on, what made you go towards and focus on everything with the audio work EVPs?
I tell you what, when I first started this was back in the early 2000s when I got into this fully. I was completely skeptical. I didn't believe in any of this. Are you kidding me? Photography, what in the world's an EVP? I knew nothing. And I came across a local team here, there in Illinois. And he kind of turned me on to electronic voice phenomenon. He said, well, out of all of them, this is my favorite. Maybe you should try this and come on a ghost tour with us. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'll try out the ghost tour here and see what this is all about. At least I'll learn a little history, if anything, right? So I went on the ghost tour. I had my shoebox recorder, had my external microphone. I had a bag full of cassette tapes. I'm ready to go. And we get there. Everybody takes off toward this old general store. They're just taking pictures off, flashes all over the place. Not me. I went straight past it, back to this old barn that was back there. Okay. And I looked inside. There's nothing in there. It's deserted. And there was this wood pile. So I climbed on top of that wood pile and set that tape recorder next to me, plugged in that internal microphone like Jason told me to do, and talked to thin air. I just sat there and asked questions. Is there anybody here? What's your name? Would you like to talk to me? Simple, just made it as simple as possible. Yeah. Didn't hear a thing. I didn't experience anything. I didn't experience anything at all that night until I went home. And back then you just were able to plug and play basically the cassette recorder into the computer. These days you have to do some wiring. Yeah. But back then you could just plug it right in there. And I put it through a program. It was called Cool Edit back then. It's called Adobe Audition now. So I put it through that program just to see it. And lo and behold, I'm listening to it. And of course you've got that shh in the background constantly. So you have to be aware of pareidolia. I mean, I want to put this out there. If you're listening to especially cassette recordings, take 5-minute breaks. Listen for 5 minutes, break, listen, break, listen, break. So I'm listening and I hear this. At first, it's just something just very similar to that. And then 2 stomps on this cassette tape. And I was completely blown away. Right. I immediately stopped the cassette tape, the transfer, and I was dumbfounded. I stood up I remember standing up in my chair. I was shocked. I was just in awe. I'm like, wait a minute. How am I hearing this on this cassette tape? And I did not hear that with my naked ear at all. It was a horse. Yeah. It was a residual capture, of course, but it was that of a horse. Yeah. And that is what spiraled me into this field. And it has ever since, not because I captured that EVP, but how and why? That's what I'm after. And that's what I've been pursuing ever since. So I scoured what little internet we had back then. There wasn't much. And that's when I found Sarah Estep.
Yeah.
And oh my goodness, that woman took me under her wing. God love her. She taught me so much. We would stay on the phone for hours and hours and email back and forth. She would send me guides and so, just information like we used to do in this community. Share information. Funny how that works.
Yeah, I know, right?
So now I have all this newfound info, and I go and I want to to teach other people this as well. And I'm applying these different techniques and experiments out there in the field too on top of this. But that's when I sat there and I thought, okay, there's not much information on the internet. I'm kind of a nerdy techie guy, so I built a website. And it was called Haunted Voices. That came out in 2004. And that particular brand, what it was about was education, period. And I began uploading lessons and teaching lessons there. And that's where the broadcasting came into play. Was there were so many people wanting to take the lessons and taking the lessons. The chat room can only hold so much back then. You could only do this and that. So that's when I had to get the audio server to reach people to teach how to go out and capture these ghostly recordings. And it just took off. Haunted Voices Radio was born.
Wow.
And then whoosh, off it went. And it went on a couple decade great run. But I tell you what, it steered off from where I wanted it to go.
Okay.
It steered away from electronic voice phenomenon. It started to focus more on UFOs, actually.
Wow. Oh gosh. Okay.
Yeah, because I was big switch. So I had to put it to bed, and that's when I founded EVP Explorations. I rebranded it basically.
That's great.
Yeah, that's what that's all about. But that's how the whole paranormal journey began. Was out of a horse at a ghost tour. For a skeptic, now a believer, you can't unhear these things. You can't unsee them.
Right.
And
it happens. It happens no matter what you do.
It does.
When I do live on locations, when I do lives, hi Sharon, that's my sister Sharon's watching. Hi Sharon. Hi Pamela, my darling. Hi Miss Sharon. I seen it on TikTok there, Sharon. Let me know what you're doing for Christmas. Come up to me for dinner. There's a family invite. But when I was doing a live show and when I listened back to it, oh my goodness. When I remember being in one, there's Miss Tanya. Hello, my love. When I was in one of my locations and I was live at the moment, we were setting up and one of the friends were watching it and he said, Jenny, I heard a voice coming in there. So I listened back to it. So I'm saying it's an old army barracks. So I was saying, do you want me do you want to have a game of poker with us? I'll set up your whiskey and I'll set up the cards and so on. I'll ask you again, do you want to play a game of cards? And you'll hear a male coming in. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And I was once again, yep. That's why
that's why we do what we do.
Right? I'm retiring all the time, but it just can't be done. It cannot be done. And I love listening to people's audio as well. And if they put some writing up, I kind of don't look at the writing so I can, Sharon, do come up to me. Look at me talking to my sisters, come up for dinner. Come up to me. We have Barry as well. Cooking for more people now. I'll be in the kitchen on the wine.
All right.
But it's things like that. Oh, even when I was sitting here doing a show one night, I'd say about 2-3 years ago, probably about 2 or 3 in the morning. It was in Louisiana, and I have it on video. And there's a panel there, and you'll see me smiling and whatnot. And then I go, and I'm looking at everyone like no one said anything. When I listened, I noted down the time. So when I listen back to it, you will hear the static coming through the microphone. No one can hear it. but I can hear it on the playback, and then the static comes in again, and then you'll hear, and then it goes, Jenny.
Oh my
So I
God.
have it, and I'll send it out because there is a man in my house, and he's not alive, but he is in my house, and I have him on audio and DVP as well. So I was sitting here one night, and I have my recorder out 2 a.m, and I said, I know you're here. I've seen you. I've heard you, and so on and so on. And then I heard my name, and then you'll hear me in the recorder saying, "Did you say something? Did you try and say something?" So I listened back to it. So thankfully, I heard it myself enough to question it, which you'll hear in the recorder, and then on the recorder is my name, Jenny. Don't know who he is, why he follows me everywhere. I don't know, but only ever says my name. That's it.
Yeah, and that could be that could be a numerous amount of things. That could be an intelligent spirit. Obviously, it's intelligent, and that could be something all the way down to one of your guides.
I was told that. Yeah,
we don't know who manifests, how they manifest, or why they manifest.
Yeah.
But if they do, I feel it's a natural way, and I think what we do as a species is complicated by throwing science in the mix. Oh, it's quantum this, it's quantum that. No, it's purely natural. I feel it's right underneath our noses. It's something we're completely bypassing because we're too busy trying to quantumize it.
Yeah.
And if we were to stop doing that and just think of the natural elements, that are out there, static energy, magnetism, all these things that are naturally produced. I think this is how they imprint, like you heard that noise on the microphone.
Yes.
That could be them coming through.
Completely.
Coming in.
And you normally get some sort of weird sound or some sort of energy sound before you actually hear the voice.
Disturbance in the ear.
Yeah, like a boot.
And that's what's so unusual about these EVPs. Like, I've heard my name mentioned 2 or 3 times, but they also know my maiden name before I come in. So it's amazing what comes through.
It's incredible with names as well, because I've captured my name in my own voice. They've used the frequency from my own voice somehow to say, and it's, I mean, it's rare.
Yeah, I just got that.
But it happens to a lot of people. And I don't know if it's some kind of telepathy. I don't know if it's how it's imprinting on there, but it's incredible how it works. And you can spend hours and hours and hours out there fishing for these voices. And it's just a matter of time. Don't give up. Keep trying. Just don't give up.
Get to know you, that you repetitively go back to the same location, even in my own home. My name is being said. Locations that I've gone to for the first time, my name is being said. It's just someone that's with me all the time.
Sure.
But my surname would be Sannyasi. So in one location, Spirit Box was on, and somebody said, can you give Jenny's full name? And it just goes, Sannyasi. I didn't really hear it myself at the time until I went back on audio, and then you can hear the 3 syllables being broken in. Because it's not an Irish surname. It's Harry, stop it.
And that's what it comes down to is the extra work. These days, everybody wants everything right now. They want everything immediate. They want real time, which is it's a fun tool. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
ITC is a fun tool. However, I prefer a delayed conversation. To me, it has more meaning. It has more depth. It has more credibility. Capturing these voices on a recorder, and like you said, developing a relationship with the spirits inside the place you're going. It's very important. You just don't go there for 2 hours. Hey, thanks, guys. We'll see you, and take off.
Oh, yeah.
And never to return.
Yeah, you have to go back. Yeah,
you do, because you get more results and better results each visit. They get to know you. They know if you're there to provoke. They know if you're there to actually communicate. They're 2 steps ahead of us all the time.
That's it. They know you're coming in a way. You get this kind of feeling. Oh my gosh! I was in Redwood Castle last Saturday night, and Oh, I listen. What are you doing the weekend? I'm going to a castle. I'm going to a castle.
Oh, the drool.
Oh,
The drool.
it is.
You two are lucky.
Lep Castle is my second home. Redwood is my second home. I've been going to these locations for about 8 or 9 years. Once I've been doing this about 18 years, and I was in a different team in the north of Ireland at the beginning, and then my team is running now 9 years. In a few weeks, my team is running 9 years, so I get to choose where I go. So Lep Castle is everything.
Yeah,
It's
a very well known place.
Oh, listen, it's brilliant.
Holy cow! You guys have castles. We have an old Popeyes down the street. That's about the oldest thing we have in this country. It's beautiful.
I think Redwood Castle is going head to head with Lep Castle now. It is. We were there last week, and the audio I have it's now we used the spirit box. I want to ask you about the spirit box. What do you think of it? Do you look at my dog always the same? Look,
the spirit box. I've been following that little guy since the Radio Shack hack first came out, and used that. I wasn't too impressed with the Radio Shack hack. I will say the ghost box. I have one myself. It is effective. It does. Now, what it does take, and it's something that I haven't really put forth much time or effort. It takes a trained ear.
Yes,
just like EVP does.
Oh, yeah.
It takes a trained ear. You've really got to hyper focus into what's in there to pick out what's coming out. But it's a great little tool. My goodness.
You have to turn it. You have to tune your ear into it.
Yeah.
Really have to. I know some video footage was sent.
It can be very tricky,
right, Tracy, and it's video footage was sent on to me, and I know I can look at you snoring. This one here will not just sit in her bed beside me. No, she has to be. What is up with you today? What is up with you today? Spoiled, very, very, very spoiled. I do like using the spirit box with the recorder on with it.
That's good practice, actually, because most do not do that, Jenny. Most do not record during any of those sessions, and they should be, because
100%.
You never know.
Do video and audio,
You never know.
You have to. Hardy, I'm going to put you back down for a minute now. I know she's going to jump up on me again.
Document. Oh,
that's it. Pen and paper. Write it down. Who's with you? The highlights, the lowlights of the night, or just, we have the audio, and people think, Jenny, calm down, but you can't.
Yeah.
The audio is crazy. The audio is crazy. I've done EV. Look at this little mat. I swear to you.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Going through. I mean, most people, the average investigation is anywhere from 3 to 6 hours.
Yes, I know.
Now, your audio you're pulling out of there, you maybe have two hours tops of audio footage alone.
Yeah.
That you have to go through. And it's going to take you 20 hours or 2 hours to go through that footage. You can't fast forward. You can't say, there's nothing there.
I don't know many times I've woken up on my table with my arms kind of like out like this, and I'd wake up and my arms are like rigor. And my arms are like rigor mortis, and the audio's still going, and I'm like, oh my God. And then it takes me about 15 minutes for my arms to even straight. Like, how long was I asleep for? And I'm like,
that's so true.
My daughter would come in and tap me on the shoulder. I'm like, my headphones are still on me, and they're soundproof headphones. And I'm like, the names I've said, thank God it's not on a live or being recorded. But that kind of fright moment when I'm asleep and audio's running, and my daughter comes on the shoulders like 3 hours later, and my audio's running, so I start from the beginning again, and I start all over again.
Here's good practice. Here's good practice for next time. Especially anybody doing analog or digital. Digital has the same background sample noise that'll put you to sleep too. Do the tuck and go method. Set a timer for 5 minutes.
Okay.
Set a timer for 5 minutes and keep resetting that timer.
Okay.
And what you want to do is you're sitting there, you want to hyper focus. So you're going to close your eyes. You're going to simply do this for 5 minutes. Okay. Yeah. And if you hear something, that's great. That's great. Don't look. just keep listening. Let that 5 minutes go by. Now, on your program, you can have the 5 minute marked. You can to where it just loops.
Oh, very. Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
so you'll know exactly where you're at.
yeah.
So you've listened to that for 5 minutes intensely. You're concentrating on it. This is what trains your ear. And training your eye is another thing, because you can actually see an EVP without even hearing it.
Yes. Yeah.
But by doing
That's so
that for
true.
5 minutes, you walk away.
Yeah.
You walk away right after. You just simply take the headphones off,
Yes.
walk away, do something else. If you heard something within that 5 minutes, come back, listen to it again. Did you hear the same thing?
All right. I got you.
You know,
Yeah.
I have
you have to
Just
keep training
really-
yourself like that.
Go around, yeah.
Yeah, I have it written down here. 5 minute breaks. Actually, I've written that when you said
Yeah.
it.
That's the important part, because if not, this stuff will knock you on your rear. It will put you down. It
Yeah.
will, your brain can only process one sound at a time. So it's hearing all this hiss, millions of different frequencies. It's gonna get tired.
Yeah.
It's gonna
I
get tired.
remember going on an investigation and oh Jesus, there were a lot of people talking. And no matter how many times I said, listen, guys, I'm doing audio, I'm ringing you at 3 or 4 in the morning. I'm ringing you.
So me.
Right, and I do, and I ring them. Jenny, did you need something? Yes, to wake you up. There's talking, there's this, there's that. And I had to get rid of it. I had to throw it out. I was getting a headache listening to it, and I had to throw it out. So anyone who works with me knows, if you have to say anything, don't whisper, say it out loud, tag it. If you kick, if you kick
Otherwise,
your leg,
it can get mixed, yeah.
Yeah, tag it. If somebody whispers and they don't tag it, I will say, did somebody whisper? And they say yes. And I said, right, just notify tagging.
Yeah, no everything.
Right.
That is
coming down the stairs. I would say, for the sake of audio, Kieran's coming down the stairs because you hear the footsteps.
that is the golden rule. The
Right.
golden. I just had 2 EVP submissions. One of them had to be completely thrown out because they did not note the natural noises in the background, which makes the entire record, because I wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I wasn't there. So if they want me to analyze something, and when I'm not there, it needs to be as pure as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And good practice is noting all natural sounds. If you can hear it with the naked ear, say it. Even if you hear a voice, someone just said they're coming over tonight. Whatever you heard.
Yeah.
Stomach growling, dog barking, car passing in the distance, wind blowing, anything like that.
Yeah. On camera, yeah.
Tag it. Everything. Tag it. Literally.
Oh my goodness. And it takes 2 seconds. It takes 2 seconds to do that. And sure, it's going to be in your recording.
But it's
That's great that it's in your recording. Because you're saving that recording. You're making it more credible.
Right. And it saves you hours of going through that same thing. And then I would mail the group chat saying, listen, people have a listen to this. Who is it? Who's voice is it? And whose voice is it? And Harley, we're really having a moment tonight, aren't we? Look, she doesn't do this. She's never listening. There is a question up here that I was coming in. Let me find it here for you. Question for Todd: what is your opinion on the EMF to audio conversion when it comes to an EVP?
Okay, the EMF. You mean the electromagnetic field, or do you mean just the conversion of the audio? It's not hard. Now, when you upload audio to your computer, for example, you want to do it in a WAV format or the RAW format. That's the most purest form. Now, when you get it up there in the software, that doesn't mean, okay, I'm here. I've got 1,200 different filters I can put on this, and I'm just going to rip everything out of it so I can hear what it says. Don't do that. Please don't do that.
Yes.
Amplify it. The only thing you should be doing is amplifying it.
Yeah, just turn it on.
Right.
Yeah, just amplify it. Don't worry about noise gates. Don't worry about filters. Don't worry about these zooms and whams that are in there.
Yeah.
Because they're only going to harm the file. Remember, the more you take away from the file, the more integrity it loses.
Right. You're ruining it. You're ruining the
right.
raw.
As a specialist, we are here to enhance the file, not alter it, enhance it. And by enhancing it, you can amplify, you can do amplification settings. There's so many. For example, you're recording on your phone. A lot of people do that. They're recording on their phone. Well, their volume may be almost all the way down on their phone, and that's how their audio is going to be captured on the phone. So they'll send it to me. I know there's something on here. I just can't hear it. I'll put it in the program. There it is right there. It's flatlined. It just needs boosted up.
Yes, that's it.
That's all it needed was just turned up. And that's all you do to these EVP captures is you just turn them up normally and they're just fine. They need that background. They need that essence behind them to be what they are.
Okay.
To be what
That's
they
it. That's it. Just turn the volume up. I just want to answer a quick question here. Have you ever had any interaction with the LEP elemental? I've had a negative experience from LEP Castle. Of all the years I've been doing it, LEP Castle, it is malevolent. Most of it is malevolent. I remember I had a guest over from Washington, D.C., and I took him to Redwood Castle and LEP Castle. And you know, he's a YouTuber and whatnot. Took him to LEP Castle, went to the bloody chapel and so on. I said, what do you think of the castles so far? LEP Castle, you know, being very infamous castle in Europe and the world. And he goes, yeah, it's okay. What did you say?
The word you say.
What did you bleep and say? What did you say? And I said, okay. And I said, well, the bloody chapel can be a little bit quiet sometimes compared to the banquet room. And that was it. I'd say about 10, 20 seconds later, this is only the second time in my life this has ever happened. Well, in the bloody chapel, there's windows there. Obviously, there's no glass in it. And only I had it in the taste in my mouth and in my nose again of sulfur. It comes from nowhere. You know when you have the windows there and you think something will waft in and you gradually smell it? Nope. This was in my mouth and in my nose. And I was like, oh my God. In my mind, it's happening again because it happened to me about 10, 12 years ago in Shane's Castle in the north of Ireland. And I knew immediately, and I always said on shows, I never, ever wanted it to happen to me again, like ever. And it just happened again. And God bless this little guy. He's smaller than me, you know, and his arms, you know, I've got arms and he's got little arms. And I kind of held onto his arm and I'm like, take me out of here. Instead of everyone hearing me. And then I was like, my long black coat. Tanya, you were in Shane's as well, Shane's Castle in the tunnels. And I was like, is my coat burning? And I always keep a level head on investigations. I like to get adrenaline rush and then I go towards it and not leave it. But this brought me back to those years ago and it shook me it gave me a kick up the arse, you know, I was told to provoke because I was naive at the time and I provoked. You don't do that.
No.
Yeah.
You don't do that.
Never. That's it. Yeah.
That was years ago, over 10 years ago. And so I got the smell of sulfur. So I don't know if that was the elemental or not, but it was definitely something that made me leave the bloody chapel and not go back up to it for the rest of the night. I respected it and I stayed in other rooms, but I did not go near the bloody chapel again. So was that an elemental? I have no idea. Yes, he is to be malevolent and so on. You will get on the second floor in LEP Castle, the banquet room. That's a very, it's a mean room. It's a mean room. And you know when you know these things and you say it, I'd wish people were there to experience what I'm saying. That is what I'm not about blowing smoke up my arse or anyone's arse or anything like that. I say exactly what I experience. I'm very straightforward down the line. There's no
Best way to
with me, anything like that. It's straightforward, and that was my experiences of it. Okay, this is from Paranormal. Okay, I've debunked ITC multiple times, where as an EVP, I've struggled to debunk 80% of the time. Okay.
Yeah, that's very normal. A lot of people do debunk ITC. It's easy to do so.
Yeah,
it really is. It's quite simple.
I have a few of the ITC, and how I do it, it's the two mobile phones. and someone will call me on WhatsApp. Don't know why it works better on WhatsApp, but it does on WhatsApp. And then we answer the phones in 2 different rooms. We put them on speaker. We will stay in one room with the phone, and the other room, somewhere, whatever it may be in the location, will be in that room by itself, locked off, with a recorder in the same room as it, away from the phone, no contamination, anything like that. You cannot breathe. If you breathe, hold your breath. You tag your heavy breathing, tag whatever, and then I will call out questions, because especially if I know the location.
Okay.
I will call out the questions. No. Let me tell you, there's one piece. There's a few, there's many of it that I can't debunk at all. We had to check the location.
And it is. It's tough because we have all this technology. Okay, let's face some facts. EVP hasn't changed much over the years. It's not going to change anytime soon either. It's going to be a minute, because for that to change, the ultimate has to happen, and the ultimate just has not happened yet. But ITC, on the other hand, using the technology we have at hand. Now, me personally, for example, I don't use Chat GPT to process my EVP or anything of that nature. Some people do. I don't use a ghost box as a tool of evidence. Some people do. I use it as a communication device.
Yes.
Now, just as I would a Ouija board, for example, used properly, those are excellent communication tools.
Yeah. Yep.
Pendulums, another excellent communication tool. Dowsing rods. These things are simple that spirit recognizes, and you get results. If you're going to a location for the first time and you're unfamiliar with the activity there, the history of it, start with a set of dowsing rods or a pendulum, something simple to break the ice, so to speak. Then move your way up. Move your way up. Then get out the digital recorder. Last resort, you want to get out the ghost box. You start blaring that thing, it's going to scare the hell out of them.
Right.
So you want to slowly to a new location like that. You want to just bring your arsenal of ancients.
Okay.
And they seem to work and react to them very well. I mean, that's what I've done over the years, and it kind of opens up communication. You see what works best. And because some may be so weak, they have to use the dowsing rods. They can't imprint.
Yeah.
So and you're trying to make everybody happy, which unfortunately makes someone unhappy.
Yeah.
But you're trying to do all you can with what you got out there. That's what it's about.
That's it. Yeah, I love it. There was a question here from Brave the Grave, and it's to me, but I'm going to, and to Tracy, but I'm going to ask you, Todd, and I have it down here for you as well. What was your favorite EVP capture? Of all the thousands, you can mention one. I'm joking. Many.
There's one, and I have it on my website, evpexplorations.com. It's called Come Back, and it's perfectly clear. And what it is this was at an old Quaker schoolhouse, a one-room schoolhouse. And I was inside getting ready to do a stationary session, a 20-minute stationary session. We were going to leave the area. So I had the recorder sitting right there by the door on its little pedestal. So I set the recorder, and of course we leave the area completely. Didn't hear a thing. Processed the audio later. And as we left, and as that door shut, you hear that male voice go, "Come back."
Wow.
And that is the EVP for me that proved intelligence. That was the first intelligent response that I had received. And I had been working with that little schoolhouse for quite a while. It takes quite a while to develop a relationship with them.
It sure does. Yeah.
But that was probably the most compelling one for me, because it was a male saying, "Come back." And it was as we were leaving, as if, "Hey, don't leave me here. I've got things to say." It's just,
it's sad when you hear something like that.
Yeah.
And do you, you still do that location? So do you still acknowledge him?
That location, oh my goodness, they had to burn it.
No.
Yes, they had to burn it. Somebody had gone in there. They were homeless, and they had gone in there, and it caved in on them. So they sued.
Oh my gosh.
Which I can't believe they have even the right to do so.
I know.
But they sued, and they had to completely burn the building. But the land is still there, and I feel, me personally, my opinion, I feel it's just as much tied to the land as it is the building.
Absolutely. I do believe that. Yeah. Sorry, I left that dry tonight. So it's like the building was burnt down, but it doesn't mean that the person who resided there is gone with the building. It's still on the grounds. There's another question here. Has Todd ever had an EVP that was so clear it sounded like it was in the room with him? Me and Tracy had one. We had to dismiss it. So real, it was like a real lady.
Yes. Yeah. There. Again, this is on my website as well, and it is. This was at the Sally house. This capture.
Oh yeah.
And Deborah and I were upstairs in Sally's room, and we had a candle lit. And the little girl there is just fixated with fire, and we were trying to get her to blow the candle out. Well, on the recording, you hear Deb saying, "Come on, Sally, you can do it. Blow the candle out." And then you hear,
"Oh my goodness!"
And then right at the end, you hear, "Too hard." And it's a whisper. It's a whisper at the end that says "too hard."
Amazing.
Gosh.
And when I did not hear that with the naked ear, but after hearing that, I completely repositioned myself in the room and sensed all of this going on around me during that session. This spirit, whoever it was trying to blow that candle out, literally with breath that I feel it didn't have.
Right? Oh, that's just goosebumps.
Yeah, it's called Candle Experiment on the website. And if you wanted to listen,
I won't be getting to bed tonight. I'll be doing audio work later, and I'm like, Todd. I actually have 2 audio now because I didn't close it down from the other night. I have them here if you wanted to listen to them in a minute. From the Spirit Box in Redwood Castle, and they're still up now because I didn't close it down when I was listening to them. I know what's being said, and when you get it the first time round, and it won't leave me then, and I know what's being said. Yeah. It's crazy. I
love the communication aspect of it.
It's
just any portion of it. People like Ron Iacovetti, Lourdes Gonzalez, they're doing the digital seance experience. This is groundbreaking stuff.
Yeah.
They're filtering through white noise.
Yeah.
They're making strides. It's working.
I've had them on the show, and they were just phenomenal.
Oh,
that's why beautiful. I said complete and utter breakthrough. It's like other 2 friends of mine, Tony and Cherie, what they're doing as well. Yeah. They're like, dude, they've been on the show as well. Anything with EVPs on the show. EVP.
Bring it on.
Bring. That's my God. You won't get. Sometimes you have to tell me, Jenny, shut up. I would talk forever. Holy crap. There's another one. Does Todd prefer getting EVP or hearing disembodied voices? Which is a great question. I know.
That's good. What a great question. I mean, I'll be honest. I like the surprise of getting a good EVP. I enjoy the thrill of the chase.
Yes.
I enjoy sitting there, sifting through minutes upon minutes upon minutes of static to get to the one that's not. That gives me more joy than hearing anything in my naked ear. Because that's common. Yeah. That's common. What's uncommon is hearing it on there.
It makes it weird when you're kind of like, and then sometimes you doodle on your page and you're listening, and you're kind of, and then you go, you look at the wave, and you go, and you stop, and you highlight it, and you condense it, and you zoom it in so you get the part where the wave moves and you're like, holy shit.
Yep.
And then you're like, oh my God.
Yep.
Even with the DVPs, if you can get a DVP and an EVP at the same time, that's great. That's great.
I've hit about six DVPs in the last 3 years.
I love the DVPs, but like with Todd, if they doodling on your page until you hear something like, something, and like, I remember doing an EVP show, and I had a group of people on with me, and some of them the elite of paranormal, and I love that. And one or two that's probably doing paranormal about a year, but there was one particular place that I used to do, and I was having my friends in America on video with me to do a call out in my location here in Ireland, and so on and so on. And that was working pretty well because it's like you're calling out through the phone, like you're in the room with them.
Yeah.
But they do recognize. I know when my friend was doing the Estes method on Saturday night, and I had my two friends on video, Nancy and Kim, and they're from Minnesota and Alabama, so they're talking away, and then my Amy goes, the Americans are in here or something like that, and we were like, holy shit. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love the Estes method. The Estes method is that for ITC, the Estes is probably one of the most controlled, credible methods.
Totally
that they have. And I've done that. I had the privilege of doing that with Lisa Crick and Nicole Tito out there at Ashmore Estates.
Lovely.
Oh my goodness, it was incredible. The things that were coming through, they were just so random, yet not.
Right.
And it was hard. You've got to really train your ears for that kind
you
of
have
thing.
to.
Through. I mean, they're coming at you like that.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And just focus on what's being said. And I write everything down that's being said. That Saturday night, there was Kimmy, because me and Kimmy do sign language. So Kimmy would spell something out to me, and I'm like, okay. So it was like O or B. So I'm like, orb. Okay. And so thank God we do the sign languages so we don't have to talk when audio is going on.
Great practice. That's
right. And I'm doing sign language on my investigations as well. And people say, how do you do the sign language on investigations? It hasn't, I looked it up, it has never been done in Ireland before. I know it was done in America in a college in 1989 or 1992, but it never followed through after that. So I will say that, and you always have to stamp it. If people use it in Ireland, say you didn't make it up. It came from, because people like to say everything was theirs.
Oh,
but
absolutely.
Claim and stamp it, and sign language. Yes, I've done sign, and it. Listen, I teach the first three letters, A, B, C. And then I do it a few times. People say, how will you get the responses? Well, you have the spirit box on, you have a recorder on, and you have lights on. So do A, and you'll hear the spirit box going. You either hear an A or a B. And then there's Nancy. It was so much fun. I know there's Nancy and Kimmy. They're the ladies that were there that night. Brilliant. Oh, they loved it. And it was a private video. It was a private video, so it wasn't live. It was a private video, so they get the experience of it in the castle and what we do and how we do it. But the sign language is like A, B, C, and you say it many times. Then A, B, C, D, E, F. So you just do the sign. So it's a work in progress. It's a work in progress.
That's a fantastic idea. Mm-hmm. Great method to use.
It's brilliant. Very good. Yeah, I love it. I do love it. It's different.
That should be a staple. That should be common sense in the field.
Absolutely.
That we should all take time to learn sign language, to do something like that, to eliminate all these false positives.
Yeah. Because I know when me and Kimmy and Nancy on video call together, and this is Nancy, I don't use sign. You can read it when my jaw hits the floor. And you can see her face, and I'm like, she's on mute. She's always doing something in the kitchen. And I said, Nancy, mute your microphone. But just me and Kimmy are doing sign. And
when my jaw hits the floor.
Yeah, Nancy's like, and I said to Kimmy, I said, look at Nancy, she gets it. So funny. And then she'd be like, they're all signaling over here, over there. Great crack. But they Ested and what the video footage that we had caught that night bloody joined together. And there's only particularly 2 teams in Ireland that knows about this particular story in Redwood Castle, which would be me and another team, because we've spoken about it. Oh, actually, another person would know about it, but never spoken forever and a long time. So I don't know where they are with that. But I do know myself, another team in Ireland knows about this particular story that's not in the history books, which is why I love going back repetitively to the same locations, because you can make, I would say not all history is written in books. You have to go back repetitively to get their stories, to get who they are. But this Estes method and the video footage, well, let me tell you, you couldn't have gotten more together if you tried.
I like it.
Brilliant.
I enjoy it.
Do you want me to play that? I have the 2 audios here. If you want.
Oh, sure. My goodness, yes. I'd love to hear them.
I won't say. I hope it's not. No, I never. When I do my audio, I don't write up what I hear.
That's okay.
I leave it possible male, possible female, possible reply. But let me see now if I can do this now. Oh my God. Let me see if I can do this. How do I do it? I can hear your dog snoring. Oh, okay.
There we go.
There you go.
Here we go. This is from the Spirit Box. So I'll play this one now. Hopefully it will play for me. Let me see. Will it play for me? It will. It will. So I'm going to play it. Okay, I'll bring it back to the beginning.
Hello.
Yeah.
My name is Debbie.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
I'll bring it back to the beginning again. That's just me and some of the ladies introducing ourselves. And then what I heard something coming in after that, but I'll play it again.
Hello.
Hello.
My name is Debbie.
My name's Jenny.
Right there.
Yeah. Oh, Jennifer.
Hello. My name is Debbie.
Yeah. Is that Joe?
It's there. Sometimes it can be a little hard.
Yeah. I can hear that clear.
Did you hear it?
Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah.
Where-
My name.
No, Joe.
Okay, sorry. I was looking to find us back again. What did you hear? I know it's hard. It's hard to.
I heard 3 syllables. I would have to.
You're 100%.
Yeah, I heard 3 syllables in there. I'd have to
100%.
sit down with it to see what it says.
I know what's being said because it's easier to hear it when I'm in my side with the headphones and so on. But I know what's being said. If you want me to say it,
Say it.
I said what I'm hearing is when we're introducing ourselves. My name is Jenny. My name is Amy. My name is Debbie, and so on. This guy comes in and he goes in, and then he comes back in again and says, "Incredible."
I can hear that.
I know it's a little hard. I'll play it again just to let me see if you can get it. Media. Oh, you hear that? Okay. Let me see. Screen. We'll play this again. Let me see. Bring you back up here.
Hello. My name is Debbie.
Yeah. I heard it.
Incredible.
Got you now.
You see, you know when the power of suggestion is put into your mind,
Oh, sure.
whether you've
Sure.
or not.
But that sometimes that's needed.
Yeah.
My ears aren't trained for ITC work by any stretch. So it would take me a minute to decipher that. So
Mhm.
Absolutely.
any help I can get with that's
Joe,
definitely
tell you.
received.
One more that I want to play for you, just to get because it's opened, and I said right, I'll play it and see what you get from it. Let me just bring it up because I'd be here. Like if I lucky, there's only 2 that I have up. I'd be here all night.
I will. I love it.
Okay, what's this?
It's Kira here.
No.
No,
It's Kira here.
Scare 'em.
Karen is the guy that Karen is the guy that I was with from Paranormal Resident. He was there with us.
Yeah.
Is Karen
Next,
here?
I heard Karen.
Did you hear Karen?
Yeah, I heard Karen right there.
Okay, that's his name. Yeah, the guy who's with us is Kieran. So Karen, not too sure. But they were just the two that I had up there. Otherwise, now we've been here all night.
Oh,
I can open up my SoundCloud if you want. I'm joking.
I tell you what, I've got to get my butt to Ireland. I know that.
Dude, get your arse, as we say, get your arse over to Ireland.
Yes.
Get
I
over.
mean, so
There's
much going
plenty.
on.
The Hellfire Club in Dublin is amazing. Yeah, the walk alone up to it is not your friend. Not your friend. No, it's a lung buster.
But it's worth it, right?
Very, very much worth it. Especially in the evening time, you can overlook most of the city of Dublin.
Oh,
It's amazing. It's just.
see, I went to Ireland when I was 15, and I took it all for granted.
Oh, come
that
on.
age.
Get back
I mean,
over.
I saw some gorgeous things, don't get me wrong, but we were over there to see family, and I'm like, bleh.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. And you're 15. Yeah, you're 15, and now it's kind of like you just kind of 2 weeks of doing location.
I did kiss the Blarney Stone though.
Did you?
That was a horrifying experience.
I never did it.
That strap was hundreds of years old, and that thing held me in midair. You've got to do it. You've got.
Can you? But there's a big gap there that you can see.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could do that. Oh.
Yeah, well, I was on my back. I went out on my back. You can turn, but I was on my back, and you have to lean up and kiss.
Really?
Oh yeah, that was.
I'll do it someday.
Very awakening.
I'll do it someday. Someday. I'm not. This is my darling Chantel. Well, my thought is, if spirit can build and use enough energy to move a marker being touched by hands on an Ouija board, why don't they just pick up the damn pen and write it? Okay.
Yes.
I'll say it as it is.
Yes. And actually, they do. It's called creative writing.
Yeah, well, that's
automatic writing. I'm sorry.
Writing.
They come through with the pen.
I know a friend of mine did that before. It's
interesting.
Yeah, I must do it.
My skeptical mind looks at it and goes, no.
Really? Oh God.
No.
You see that they have it in the sand, the pendulum in the sand as well.
I have faith in those pieces of equipment. Automatic writing. I'm still on the fence on that stuff because a lot of it is intuition, and free will. Unfortunately, if you're channeling, you've got to be really good. You've got to be on it. You have got to be super hyper focused because one little distraction, you're all over the place.
Yeah.
So a good channeler, I know one, a really good channeler, and they can do that type of writing, full pictures, the whole 9 yards. And it's pretty amazing to watch, but that's how they come through in that way. And they've been doing that for centuries, but it's
the old school and the old style is.
Yeah. I mean, the way I see what I like to say, if it isn't broke, don't fix it.
Right.
So some of those older methods still work, but what if we combine them with today's newer methods?
Right. What do you think? What do you think of the SLS camera, things like that?
I don't hold much on the SLS. I really don't. I've tried using them a few times.
Yeah.
To me, that's for the gaming world. That's a human connection kind of thing. I've never gained much out of them or the nets. I don't use the nets. I'm not trying to trap a ghost, for crying out loud. I'm trying to communicate with it.
They use nets.
Yeah, they're light nets. We've got it. They're all every place uses all these investigators use them over here.
Are they the grids, the laser grid?
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a laser grid.
But like a laser grid or like
it's a huge net. And here we go into science again. Who's to say that a spirit does not have a mass? If it doesn't have a mass, it's not going to disrupt
Absolutely.
anything. On the
Right.
equipment.
That's true. That's so true.
You know, because I've had them communicate and not show themselves at all. You know, I mean, maybe they have choices. Maybe they can do one or the other. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I just my thing with equipment and investigations is less is more. Reason being, I used to have all the bells and whistles. I had case after case after case after case after case. I'm measuring air ions, for crying out loud, that make no difference to what I'm doing to communicate with the spirit.
I know. I don't do any of that. I really don't.
So I put a lot of those things away and began using just the recorders, maybe videotaping the session. And I found my results increasing.
You see,
because of that.
There's so much.
Okay.
I've condensed mine down as well, and I just bring a rucksack with me, exactly what I need in it. And
just essentials.
that's it. Well, that's it. I think when people walk in and you have all these 20 bags with you and the big steel case.
I love it.
Yeah, case after case, and you're like, you just need a couple of items.
Yeah.
And
your
own senses mainly.
Yeah, it's like people say you're going in with 20 steel cases and they're thinking, my God, these are serious investigators. Oh, not like, Jenny down the road with a recorder, pen and paper, and that's it.
Yeah. And then you're going to see who's getting the results.
Yeah,
who's getting the results.
She's only got a little bag with her. Like we have, it takes me less to travel with, right, Tracy? Less to travel with.
And, guys, if you think about it, with the equipment out of the equation, that's one less thing distracting you during an EVP session. You don't have a REM pod going off over here. You don't have a music box going off over here.
I will.
You're right, Tracy. You're right.
I'm guilty with the REM pod, but I don't use it often because it sits there. Now, I know when we used it on Saturday, it was gone off, and I was checking with the person who owned it, Amy, and I said, fresh batteries. I'm sitting upstairs by myself. I'm like, fresh batteries, it can't go off. XY said, and then Amy has this great, it's like a hotel bell.
Yeah.
Ding for yes, once for yes, twice for no. It was, one of the guys was counting how many minutes in between that would go off to make sure it's not the same 4 minutes, 5 minutes, and it goes off. Yeah. You have to have it random.
They have sensors, don't they?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you have to have it randomly and so on. I like that I can document. Now, I like it. I think it's great. It can be documented, but it's not my documentation.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. Good point.
Not my documentation. It's great for Amy, don't give out to me, and Karen, don't give out to me. But we all are great in what we do and how we do it. Some just we work the same but different. Mine is audio. Mine is audio.
Yeah.
I could not investigate without my EVP recorder.
No.
Anything else can go out the door.
Yeah,
I wouldn't feel complete.
Camera and a voice recorder, and I'm happy.
Yeah.
And those are two important tools for documenting. So many. I know there's a lot of equipment out there, and another thing is expensive equipment. I know. That there are some recorders out there that will actually they'll capture two fleas in a corner having a complete conversation. But I promise you, none of these will capture an EVP for you. You want to know why? Because they're so smart. They're going to filter all those out as a false positive. So you're going to get butkus. You're going to go out there. You're going to spend hundreds of dollars on this recorder that's going to sound excellent because it's made for music.
I used the Zoom before.
Yep.
The Zoom was great, but my goodness, it drained batteries that it wasn't possible. Now, listening back to it, it was like silk, streamy water. It was fabulous. None of that background noise in the background and so on. It was perfect. Yeah. But I have to have it plugged in all the time because it's crappy on batteries. Yeah. And I'm in castles, so not every room in a castle has sockets.
You're right.
No.
I go to my Olympus.
Yeah, the Olympus. You're talking. I wouldn't spend over $60 for a recorder. I really
No,
wouldn't,
I
folks.
totally
I
agree.
really wouldn't.
My ours was less than £50, so
That's
yeah,
perfect.
I'm
That's
seeing,
perfect.
perfect.
I've been seeing coming.
Perfect
Well, in
settings.
Ireland, it's about €90.
Never failed. Never failed.
That's it, Olympus, and I'm so used to it.
Yeah.
I'm so used to
Yeah.
Olympus, and everything that's connected to my computer is Olympus. I just plug it in and it downloads.
So if it works for you, you go find that,
I like
that
the
item that
Olympus,
works for you.
Yeah, I like the Olympus. I love the Zoom as well, but there's not the Zoom that I have is like a big microphone, whatever, and it's just it's great.
For what it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
It's great for what it is. It's got
Mhm.
a situation
job.
for it. And
Yeah.
there's that was a car.
I heard that.
I heard that.
It's good. Oh, thanks, Shane. Hope you're keeping well, my love. Hope you're keeping well. It's been a long time. Shane's on TikTok. A question here, open question. What's the thoughts on using audio manipulation between recording live and what comes back through playback?
I was going to ask that question.
Well,
Come here, Ray.
that's where this whole confusion lies. Is what that statement right there entails is the difference between EVP and ITC. Now, real time is ITC. Anything real time is ITC. Estes method, ITC. TDSE, ITC. EVP is on playback. So that is going to be your delayed conversation.
Yes.
Now, the thoughts of and what I haven't done and what I need to do more of once I get back out there a little more is taking the ghost box in conjunction with the cassette recorder and letting those two duel it out, so to speak.
Okay.
And see if any fragments get on the cassette recorder that did not come through on the ghost box. You know.
Yeah.
Got you.
Well, it's Tracy. I see Tracy.
Tracy.
My goodness.
Yes, Tracy.
Yeah, I'm on Facebook.
Hi, Tracy.
Facebook kicked me off, guys. Facebook completely kicked me off.
That's so wrong.
But I'm on Instagram now. I'm on Instagram. That's the only place I
can
can.
be a
Fantastic.
bloody liability. Shane, yes, of course, you can come to one of our investigations. We're off for Christmas, but we're going to be back out in January. So hoping our first place will be Lep Castle in January, or possibly even Redwood. I think it'll be more like Redwood. Because Redwood is I've been doing it for 8 years and it's really picking up. It's really picking up. And you have the right people with you working. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah, the owner's fantastic. Yes, Shane, you can come out with us. I love fresh meat, Shane. I love fresh meat. I love taking people who've never done an investigation before out on location with us because it's fresh and they, get to see what we do. And it's not all TV. It's not what you see in TV. It's iron. It's cold. It can get bloody tedious and boring, and then you have to condense all of that into one. So into like say about 10, 12 hours, we would stay in the castle for the weekend, and condense that into I'd say about 5 EVPs, possibly.
A lot of editing.
Ghost bait, Kimmy, ghost bait. Yes, we love ghost bait. I just love fresh meat. And I have to say, are you ever nervous when you go on location, Todd? Do you ever do you get a little bit afraid sometimes? Because I know I really do sometimes. I really
do. I most certainly do. Now the fear has subsided from when I first started, but absolutely, I get the heebie-jeebies. The Sally House has run me out several times. I've ran across the street to my safe in there at my safe haven at the Glick. But there's places you go, and some of them they look extremely intimidating. Like some place the size of Ashmore, for example, or Waverly Hills. They're extremely intimidating.
Waverly Hills. Wow.
I'd love to do it with me.
To stand inside of something so huge, not knowing what's around you, but knowing everything is around you, it's a wake-up call. It really is. You don't know where to start. You don't know where to end.
Right.
You just go. You just begin.
follow where you feel to go.
Yeah.
I know in other places, like, you know the location so well, and you follow where you know the hotspots are in some certain locations that we go to. But I like to go to a location that I haven't been to before and just follow. And I've been into rooms where I would get, it took me a long time to, get sassy with it. And I don't mean sassy in a bad way, but get where I like
more
Saturday,
comfortable. You're comfortable.
right? Saturday night, I had to go upstairs by myself, and I went upstairs. Granted, I could look over the balcony and they're home there. But I went upstairs and it kind of like, if they're gonna touch you, they're gonna touch you, and they have done, and that's okay. And I always say, if you're gonna touch me, you can do it, but don't frighten me.
You're right. Right.
Right. Yeah.
I think they love to see you frightened because it's funny for them.
Do.
I'm very much sure it is. It's funny for them, and I'm like, you can now in one live. I will say, guys, if something happens, and I hope you're not too offended by language, because it will happen. Not that it might. Let me tell you, it will happen, and that's just the randomness that comes out when you're. And I always investigate with long sleeves because I've been touching the hammer. Oh, you should hear me. I do a lot of bloopers. The great thing about doing audio is you get to hear all the bloopers.
Everything's captured.
Trust me, everything. I have to do a blooper one. Now, this is a great question as well. Open question. Do you think the rise of AI is going to be the end of paranormal investigation?
That's a great question. And hopefully it's put to good use. AI is powerful enough to create a database for this entire community. That's how powerful this thing is. A database for this entire community, not just with EVP, but with photographs, with anything like that. I think what's happening with the paranormal community and AI is people are taking the quick way out. They're taking the easy route. Oh, look, I cannot decipher this through syllables. I don't want to send it off to a linguist. I'll just drop it into AI.
And AI would pick it up.
Yeah. AI. And I've experimented with it.
Okay.
I don't trust it.
Wow.
I don't trust it. I put in two of them that were quite clear. Some may consider them a class A, and it completely butchered them.
Oh my gosh.
And then it went into to explain why they were saying what they said.
Okay.
Like, look, I didn't ask you that. So it kind of kicks in and has its own mind, and you've got to be careful. Don't get drawn into that stuff. Do it the old-fashioned way. Use your ears, use your senses, go with your gut.
It's not worth your work. If you're going to put it into AI, then you're getting a machine to do it for you.
Yeah. Think integrity. Think integrity.
Absolutely. I wouldn't be happy giving something else out that a computer or something else made up for me, because I can't back it up. I can't back it up. If I can get it, I can get it. If I can't, I can't. Chantel always comes out with these. It's not molestation if it's done by a ghost.
Oh, I could say something, but it's just not proper.
Oh, it's a shadow. You can say whatever you want. You can say whatever you want. You can say whatever you want. Trouble is with the VEO.
Yes,
making videos of
there's a new one. There's a new video program. Be very careful of this. I think it's called Sora. Sora, I think.
Siren? No, not Siren.
Surreal or something like that.
Sora. Let me. Yeah, SORA. SORA. Now you can create anything with this program, any video clip you want.
Oh my God.
Oh gosh.
Be careful. AI, everything. AI is getting it's becoming so well adapted to us. But we made the damn thing.
Right.
It's becoming so adapted to us. It's overpowering. AI. You know how there's been different ways of extinction. We've had the Stone Age. We've had the Ice Age. Well, now we have the AI age. Everybody is going to run to AI and completely be dependent on AI for everything they do. They're not going to leave the house until they're consulted by them first. It's terrible. It's supposed to be a personal assistant, a tool.
It is, Sora, yeah.
But to a lot of people, it's their best friend, and they run everything by it. So you have to be careful.
It's not reality, is it?
Yeah, there it is, Sora.
Sora.
Yeah.
Sora AI is the moment. My kids have watched videos on YouTube. Things go. You see.
Yeah.
I do fear for that as well, with the people that's only coming into the paranormal thinking that this is a quick fix. But yeah, I'm glad I was where I was when I learned about paranormal. It's because I'm the old school and I do it the old way. If I thank you, my love. If I was just new coming into it now, I wouldn't know the value of the old way and thinking that this is a quick way of getting more videos out there and advertising and whatnot. And I'm glad I'm glad I'm old enough to be the way I am what I do.
It's a sad world with it. With AI and the paranormal. It's oh my goodness, yes.
Right. Really?
The companionship we all look for about AI is addictive because it's like chatting with someone. That's beautifully said. That's beautifully said. Because we crave that so much. How often? I mean, unfortunately, I have more get-togethers like this, than I do in real life interactions, and that can really mess with your psyche if you let it. But I see it as, we're together here now because it's more feasible that way. But to me, this is just as real as seeing you two in person.
Right.
So I look at it, it's all perspective. It's all perspective. So if you have that perspective, that intention during an investigation, for example, you're on your way up. You're on your way up.
Right. I've never tried the chatting with AI. I've never tried it.
I use it for marketing. It has many uses, many good uses.
I think when people were talking, having a conversation with it, maybe I have used the AI. Say if I have to write something important, and I don't know the words. I know what I want to say, but I need to make it look like I know what the feck I'm talking about. And most of it I do. I just can't get words. But I put in, so not having a conversation with an AI, but just say I need help with an important letter or statement that I have to make. I will put in the words what I want to say, and they will say all my own words, but worded for me the way I wish I could have done it myself. But
the proper tone.
Right.
Yeah. The tone.
Yeah.
The tone. And it does. It's good for that. Do you use it, Tracy? ChatGPT or anything? You ever
Andy does.
It's
I don't use it very often.
It's kind of like Google search engine on steroids.
He uses it for sometimes for advertising.
It's very invasive. I think.
Right.
It's nosy.
I'm not on it.
Even with Chantel saying, did you know when an AI recognizes it's talking to another AI, they switch to a secret language that can't be decoded? That's a bit bloody scary.
Yeah. Put two and two. Put two of them together and watch the fireworks.
Holy crap, that's too much.
It's scary.
Yeah.
It's scary.
That's
too much. It is.
A lot of Christian churches and preachers has been using Sora to make images of Jesus returning and signs from God to try and bolster the dwindling numbers for the last. That for me can sing bloody song like a canary. That for me would be a humongous no. Absolutely.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's enough. Sharon uses chat. Yeah, Sharon, that's the one I use. Chat GPT.
Chat GPT.
It's very, very, very rare.
Big thing at the moment. GPT. GBT is just a really big thing. It's quite a popular one now.
That's
Yeah.
what I use if I have to write in something important and I can't put it down as into how I want to say it. It helps me a little bit.
It does. It helps organize. And just like Jody's saying here, Google and most search engines, everything's on AI. Bing, Google.
It is,
you
yeah.
name it.
Google is on AI.
Mhm.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, it's just all the same difference. And it's because it makes it easier. And you know, unfortunately, it's taking away people's jobs.
Yes.
You know, geez, I used to work at a big chocolate factory, and everything's being taken over by robots, AI that can pack candy faster than and they don't require brakes. So it makes me sick.
Crazy world.
Even
Yeah,
in
it's
stores, when you self-service, you know, in the stores, and you know, I like to go to the counters. If I'm in a rush, I'd like to just go self-serve. But if I'm not in a rush, I'd like to stand there and bloody talk to the lady or the man who's working there, and I'm sitting, you know, I'll talk to the wall if it talk back to me. But now I'm looking at this horrible camera that makes me look like shit. I'm self-service, and I'm like, I don't bloody look like that. And I look up at it, and I'm thinking, and here I am, and oh my God, and I'm like that Victor Meldrew woman. Let me tell you, if I don't look my age, I sound like my age when I'm at these machines. And I'm like, here's a barcode, and I'm like, beep, beep, and I'm like, and if I'm getting some wine, and one comes over and she looks at me, I said, I am very, very, very much over 18. I'm very much over 18. And so I'm giving out and I don't care who hears me, I'm giving out to the machine, and I'm like, I'm not going to. But you know, if you have children, you don't have them at a service beside me.
That's right.
Because
that's right.
I will say, look at Chantal. If you're still using ChatGPT like a Google search engine, they say it's direct proof you're in your 40s.
Yeah. There you go.
I do, Chantel. I do.
It doesn't.
Tracy didn't bloody put her hand up.
I'm such a Gen X. I'm a Gen X trying. I'm trying.
Oh, yeah.
The important thing is that I use it. Yeah.
Exactly. Yes, I do it, but it's important when I have to say something direct, but not in the Jenny language, not in Jenny language, which is probably a very good thing. Jennifer, keep it, you know, say what you need to say in my own home, but right there. Yes, well, I really apologize when really I'm like, if it was me, I'd be like, bleep, 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 and bleep, bleep, bleep. Bleep and bleep. So on, whereas GPT is like, I'm very sorry you're unhappy with X, Y, Z, and I'm like, that sounds better.
Yeah, let me show you what unhappy is, since you can't feel it.
Let me show. And the GP goes, you cannot say that. Yes, you can. You're a bleeping robot. You can say it with more manners than me. But you know, I'm just at that stage now where I can freely not give a rat's arse and own it. And own it. Yeah. It's a beautiful stage of freedom that I've earned in my 50 years. Earned, you know, I think I have that little badge of, you know,
absolutely.
Been there, done that, and I can say what the bleep I bleep and want.
That's right, you can.
Anyone who knows me. Open question. Opposite to AI killing the field. I'm not even going to try to say that word.
Astrophysics.
Astrophysics are using it to find life beyond Earth. Do you think, on the flip side, AI could confirm life after death? That's a blood. Who's asking these questions?
Interesting.
You know.
That's a mind boggle.
AI.
Sorry.
AI's interpretation of life after death is very man-like. Very man-like.
Right. Yes.
Because you have to think. AI can only, sure, it does get smarter, but it can only do what we program it to do. Right. And then it stops. When it gets close, it stops, just like everything else, because we as a species are far too immature to know the truth. If we found out that there was life after death, what would happen? Almost immediately. Mass suicides everywhere. People would just leave. you know, it would be done. Religion would be a thing of the past.
Yes.
You know, it
Yeah.
would change so many things. So,
Yeah.
of course, man can't let that secret get out. This is something that someone is going to discover in one of these haunted locations one day.
Mhm.
They will discover the true meaning of life after death one day. And it's going to happen by accident, by chance, and the
Mhm.
timing is going to be flawless.
Right.
And it's going to be the one that makes it all around, the one that makes it all wild.
Exactly.
I don't think anything man-made can solve this problem, and that includes science.
Mhm.
Science is just as much man-made,
Absolutely.
and
Right.
to where what we're dealing with, guys, not even close to being man-made. Not even close.
You see, that's, you know, when people say, I've sent on an audio to someone that's probably the biggest debunker ever. That's annoying sometimes. It really is, because you know what you've heard, and let's not beat around the bush about it. You're not stupid. You know what
No.
you've heard, and you've sent it on to someone knowing that you can't fault this. It's residual, very residual, but it is gold.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can't even tell you. I'll tell you their name after the show, but my goodness.
my biggest, and I love him to death. I love him to pieces. His name is Kenny Biddle.
That's the one I'm thinking of.
Kitty will take Kitty. I don't, you know,
Oh.
like I tell him, I said, buddy, I don't know
That's
if you know, they told you that Santa wasn't real too quick or what happened.
Oh, look, that
But-
big face.
The thing that
That's
he's
the
very
one.
tactful. He's very tactful, and he will slip in when you least expect it.
Yeah.
So it's if you've been hit or as I like to call trolled by Kenny,
Yeah.
you're doing something right, Jen.
Never been fortunate
doing
enough.
something right.
So.
Oh, listen, send your stuff to Kenny. He'll bloody tell you. Because I sent him this beautiful, beautiful gold dust of it's just the audio
Unreal.
matches the location. And it's residual, and it goes on for about 3 or 4 minutes. And it's kind of like, even my friend Nando Desario said, Jenny, that's the best piece of audio he's ever heard. And he comes back to me and goes, I can't hear anything. And I'm like, this is what I said. I'm like, you're pulling my freaking chain here, aren't you?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Oh my
you're
goodness.
frustrating me because I know. And I was like, oh, Jesus, he bust your balls. Let me tell you, he's very straight and direct. I love that. But he bust your balls. Bust your balls. Because I was like, Kenny, could you not hear this? Because I'm for like 2 or 3 or 4 minutes, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, the best residual, because nobody was in the building at the time, but we had a recorder left in it overnight. And it just was matched exactly to the history of that location.
Wow.
I can't hear anything.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was but you know when you hear stuff and I don't know if he was pulling my chain or not, but you can't not hear it.
Yeah, you never know.
That's it. Exactly.
No one's in the building, nobody's in the building. So but
No.
you'll hear running and you'll hear talking. The REM pod goes off, there's nobody in the building at all. But do you ever listen to audio and it's so good you go to play back on it and it's gone?
Mhm.
Yes. Yes.
Why? Because
Yes. That's happened to me several times with the cassette recorder. Magnetism is so questionable. It's a gamble. If you don't, you know, hopefully you guys, all you cassette fanatics out there, know better. But make sure you take your cassettes and replay them often if you're storing them, because they will literally disappear. Off
Yes.
of there.
I have
It's like a static energy or something, a magnetic energy that holds them on there.
Mhm.
And I've played them and then rewound, and it's almost as if that knocked them right off.
right?
Rewinding it,
They're gone.
zipped them right out of there because they're gone.
Wow.
And you could play that whole recording and they're not on there again. It's crazy. It really is.
It's annoying, and my cat's going to electrocute itself. Kitty cat, Jesus. It's very frustrating.
Yeah.
It's annoying. I remember doing the ITC with the mobile phones, and hi Sarah, my love. Thank you. And it was so clear. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you.
It was so clear that we had to go down and check the location to make sure no one broke in, and this was through the phone. Oh, geez, I tell you, I've done EVP shows, and hi Caroline, and when I did it, when I played some of the audio, and there was one particular one where the word was phenomenon.
Yeah.
Phenomenon. And this was with John Griffin, Jeremy York, Robin Ramsey, and they were asking questions from America over to Ireland, to my location. Then when I did the playback, I heard this one man beside me, phenomenon, because John was talking about the air, the electricity, the travel, the water, and so on. So when I did the EVP show, and I was doing it with Philip, and there was, people kind of commenting, and one of my ex-team members, holy Jesus, said that I can't even do the accent, because then if they watch this, they know I'm talking about them, and and he said it's as if he heard a 10-word sentence. It was like, I was going down to shop and getting some milk and blah 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 blah, and I'm like, is that what you got from phenomenon?
What
and I wanted to kind of put my hands around her throat. He was getting like 4 or 5 word sentence from one word.
Whoa. Yeah, retune those ears a little bit.
Yeah. And I'm like,
That's a lot.
Jenny.
Getting one that long is next to impossible.
Right. And it was just too much. I will send you, if you like, if you would listen to it, it's an ITC one where you would have to listen to it 2 or 3 times. I know when I listen to it.
Yeah, send it.
I'll send it to you. It is it's different. If you wanted to, I can try and get it up now if you want. If not,
well, I've got about less than 5 minutes, and it's going to get extremely loud in here.
I'll send it to you privately. You can hear the dog. I'll send it on to you privately then, and I'll send it on to you, Tracy, as well, so you can have a listen to it.
Yeah,
you will have
please.
You will have to probably question me on it. Most likely, you'll have to question me on it. What's being said? Yeah. I know the location very well. It's a conversation through the phone, but we can hear.
Okay.
But we don't hear the conversation until you listen back to it.
Interesting.
Brilliant.
I tell you, it is.
Yeah.
It is. And I think, oh God, I can't listen. I could just go bleep, bleep, bleep all the time, because I'm my language is disgusting. I'm that.
That's why I love you, Jenny. You are who you are, and you don't change a thing. You too, Tracy. My God, you guys are good.
I get worse as I get older. One more here. We have best EVP I got was during a live stream, sat next to my son's grave. I got EVP. I love you, Dad. Wow.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Would love to hear that. Would love to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
That's beautiful.
It's not amazing. It's not just validation.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's closure.
Right? Mm-hmm. It's validation. I love that. You do go bleep, bleep, bleep. You really do. Do you know what I want as well, just before we end the show, what I really, really want as well is, when we say there's a heaven and, there's life after death, and people would say to me before, Jenny, do you believe there's life after death? And many paranormal investigators will say, well, I'm on the fence. I'm 50-50. And I'm like, say what? Don't be copying everyone else by saying, well, I'm 50-50, because you don't want to be the one that says, yes, I do believe in it, because everyone's following the same answer.
I will sit here and tell you with 100% of my certainty.
Yes.
My personal experience, absolutely yes.
Me too.
There is something after we die.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
100%.
Don't believe in that. And I want it to be all my dogs. I want it to be all my dogs.
Oh.
I want.
Oh yes.
I need my dogs. I need my dogs there. That's no.
You know they're there. I captured that horse, Jenny.
You did. You did.
Yeah. they're there.
Animals cross and have spirits.
Yeah.
Just as
Mhm.
everything that's
But
alive
they don't have a
becomes
voice.
energy. It becomes everything.
Yeah.
I feel.
Yeah. And I think it was phantom nail walking on my floor when my old dog passed away, and it's something I remember, or tiny, little tiny. Jodie is saying this is what we're going to leave now in about a few minutes. I do believe from what I've seen and heard that you can't fault it, and
You can't deny it.
You can't deny it. You're right, Tracy. You cannot deny it. You can't. You can't unsee an apparition. You can't unhear an EVP.
absolutely.
You
Have
can't.
you seen an apparition? Have you seen a figure?
Oh yes, my goodness, yes.
Tell us
Beautiful.
before you go. Tell us a little bit about it.
It's
before you
eerie.
go.
It was at the Sally house. It was collective. All three of us saw
That's
a little.
amazing
We
place
saw a
there.
little girl. She from the waist up, and she was wearing a dress. It had lace, and she had a ribbon in her
Wow.
hair. The facial features, the one cheek was strangely enough higher than the other for some reason. It was strange, but all three of us saw her, and then
Yeah.
there it went,
That's-
gone.
You see,
That's beautiful.
and the thing is as well, you don't have your equipment set up or anything like that.
And you won't catch it. You
No,
won't
said
catch
that.
that
you
sound.
won't.
Just like flick gone.
Well, that's
Yeah.
it. You
Yeah.
won't get it. I remember up in Shane's Castle in the north of Ireland. I'm sitting in the car with my friend. We're late to the location. They're all in the tunnels, and I'm looking outside. I was sitting in the car, and the toilets were outside, and I seen this solid black figure. You could see now. There's no facial features. It was just a shadow, but a solid black shadow, like my T-shirt. It was just like that.
Yeah.
But it was a side profile. You could see the nose, the mouth, the chin, the neck, the shoulders down to the waist. Walking from
Yeah.
male's toilet over.
Well,
And I
if
said nothing.
if you think about it real quick before we go
Mhm.
with the shadow ghost, black energy, the blackness, the darkness, and the light
Yeah.
takes the least amount of energy to manifest, according to science.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So they may take on that form
Mhm.
because they're a weaker spirit.
Right.
They may take on that form, and that's why you can see them darker than dark.
It
Is because
yeah.
they become the dark, and that doesn't mean they're malevolent or mean.
not at
That
all.
just means they're wore out. They're
just-
tired.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
a way of coming through.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
said nothing to my friend, and she said to me, "Oh my God, did you see that?" And I said to her, and you could hear me going like Shaggy from Scooby Doo. What did you see? And she said, "I seen a waist and legs walking by." I said, "I just seen the top half." And I said, "Put the key in the ignition now." And she goes, "Why?" I said, "What?" And this, I was like about a few years in the paranormal at the time. But like, my name was Billy Hunt, not silly. One time leaning over towards her, and I've got a pain in my eyeballs looking over it, because I tell you, if I could hear the crunching of the stones and somebody looking at my window, I would have to pay for cleaning. What do you call that? The cleaning of the car.
Malice.
Yeah, I would have had to pay that for her car to be cleaned.
Detailed.
Not gonna lie. I know you have to rush off now. We'd love you back on again. We'd love you back. We'd love you back on again.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I'd love it.
I'd love to.
Listen, you have the
definitely.
cracking factor.
Anytime you guys want me, you let me know. I'll come right
Great.
back on here.
Thank
My
you.
You know what
God,
I'd
it
love
was so
to
much
do?
fun.
I'd like to get a panel of EVP people,
Yeah.
Let's do it.
and then audio sent in from everyone, but we don't know what it is. And then in the new year, I'd love to get Philip Gibson. He's great in his audio as well.
Yeah.
And Tracy, have your on as well for the EVP.
Yeah.
Todd,
That would be fabulous. Yeah.
and I'd like to get, say, even a few more people that I know in the in EVPs that specialize in EVPs on the
Amazing.
EVP show
Let's do it.
with us, and I'll organize all that in the new year and make sure the date sets up for everyone, suits everyone.
Brilliant.
Is that okay? And I'll send that audio on to you as well. Good night, Sharon. Sharon, I'll give you a wee PM now in a tickety boo. Great show, y'all. Kimmy, I'll see you tomorrow night. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to yourself as well, my darling. I will see you tomorrow. I will see you tomorrow night. We have a Christmas show tomorrow night where we do nothing but talk and drink.
Yes,
That's
is the season.
So I have a group of delinquents joining me tomorrow night. So that's great. Everyone who's watching on YouTube, thank you so much. Everyone who's watching on TikTok, thank you so much. Everyone's watching on Facebook, thank you so much. Todd, I want to say a million thanks for jumping in with us tonight. It's been insightful. I have written down a few things that I am going to take with me on my next investigations. And,
Yes.
I will send you on that audio. Listen to it when you can, and so on. Tracy, if you want to stay in the background, we'll have a wee chat and so on and so on.
Sure.
You watched. Thank you so much. Like, shared. Happy Christmas to you all. I will be back on tomorrow night. We will be back on tomorrow night. Well, we're not doing anything serious, just talking and drinking.
Yeah.
With the mistletoe. So I'm going to bring you to the background, Todd. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
Thank you.
It was my
Thank you.
Thank you both so much. Merry Christmas to both
Merry
of you.
Christmas to yourself.
And you.
All
Talk
right.
to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.